On this episode of McFucker's Garage, today we will be diving in to see if we have points or electronic ignition. Stay tuned. See, these are called books. They used to use them in the old days before the internet. Motorcycle Fundamental Service and Repair by Bruce A. Jones or Johns and David E. Edmundson, I think. And this book is all about Japanese bikes. It doesn't specify Honda, Suzuki, or Kawasaki, but in my general experience, they seem to be similar. Ignition systems, there we are. Page 181. Alright, so, let's see. Ignition coil. Dual lead coil. Alright, so I know that we got a setup like this. We have two of these on this bike. Ignition operation. The ignition system is used to start and controlled combustion, burning of air-fuel mixture in an engine. It must produce a hot spark at just the exact moment during the end of the compression stroke. Most motorcycle ignition systems are powered by the battery. The ignition system must be set up by the battery voltage, approximately 12 volts to 20,000 volts, holy moly, or more. This high voltage is needed to fire the spark plug. An ignition coil, figure 10 of 1. An ignition coil steps up the battery voltage from 12 volts to over 20,000 volts to fire spark plugs. A basic action of the coil. B. Different types of coils. Alright. So figure 10.1 is a transformer used to provide this voltage to increase. A switching device driven by the crankshaft or a camshaft is used to trigger the ignition coil at the proper time. Aha! Yes, we saw those little spring activated arms on the crankshaft underneath that cap. And then, oh, yep, there it is. That's points. That's the points, and that's the electronic. That's what we got. So that's a permanent magnet. And that's a wire to electronic control box. And that's the rotor, or on the crankshaft. Okay, so if we have B. Magnetic trigger operates electronic unit. Control unit then interrupts current flow in the ignition coil, which fires coil. Alright. What else we got going on here? Aha. That's what we were just looking at on that other thing right there. Alright, so when the crankshaft turns, it pushes this up. That's the point cam, which would also have the, the other thing that we talked about. The advanced weight. And the full advanced stop. Oh, okay, so that's what those arms are. Alright, see, we're all learning together. Like I said, I am not a motorcycle guy. Very interesting. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we gotta remove this cap right here, and this will tell us all as far as I know. Like I said, I don't normally do motorcycles. I'm more of a car guy, lawnmower guy. But in my mind, if it goes boom, we can do it. Hello there, Benjamin. You want to help? Yeah. All right, here you go. You try to unscrew that, okay? Yeah, there's 1, 2, and there's supposed to be 3, but looks like 3's missing. Looks like it's been missing.
Your mom key.
Yeah, that's the transmission case. We're not going to open that up. Or the crankcase. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't know much. Hey Benjamin, why don't you let your daddy try? Alright Ben, come on. My turn. Alright. Now that my assistant has gone off to go play, let's try to unscrew these rusty screws. They're apparently a Phillips. Oh, and that one's coming. Get my little magnetic holder here. You all might recognize the type of holder I got here. It's an old, like, magnetic toy, but it does its job for this purpose. Okay, that's coming off quite easy. I thought it was going to be rusty and stubborn. Okay, seeing how there's only 2 screws. Yeah, I'm going to see what's behind this plate right here, because it looks like there's something back there. But as far as I know, this looks like an electronic style ignition. I'm not sure. Mind me, I'm a novice. Alright, now let's proceed to break these off. Oh, they're on there good. Like they're not supposed to come off. Oh, that one's coming. I hope I'm not opening up a new can of worms. Like, I hope I'm not opening this up and then all of a sudden, like, thousands of springs come flying out. I've had it happen before, not knowing what I was doing. But if I know anything about lawnmowers, which I know a little bit, this right here looks like the little thing that goes on the flywheel, just smaller. Sometimes you gotta shock these things. Oh yeah, that one not coming. Okay, that's just a thin plate. Alright, I'll be right back. It looks like I'm gonna need a flathead screwdriver. Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
And Ben's ready to hit it with a hammer.
Yeah.
Well, in my journeys, I found a variety of flatheads here. But they all seem to keep coming out. There we go. Got that stubborn bastard.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, now that it's all mangled, I'm still going to put it back in. Alright, so I'm going to pull out what I think is the electronic coil ignition here. So I guess the next step would be to put some power to it and see if we got some spark. Alright, well that does it for this episode of McFucker's Garage. I'm gonna do some studying in the book. Take a look. Because you know the song from our generation. Alright. Say bye, Benjamin.
Bye.
Bye, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever tried using a screwdriver and a screw while using the camera? Imagine how those surgeons that use those robots that go inside your chest cavity with the little incisions feel.